Hi everyone, so today's video is part of my prom, let's say, video collection, which is only pretty short because there's only 2 videos. So this one is about how to recreate the makeup I'm wearing right now, which is kind of like a glamorous version of a smoky eye. But it's also pretty dramatic. So if you're interested in how to recreate this look, and also I'll be giving you 2 different options, which is the more dramatic one like I'm wearing right now, or a more classic and subtle one. So please keep watching. So the first thing you're going to do is apply concealer. I'm using a concealer from Kate Von D. I've had it forever, so that's why the bottle doesn't look at its best, but I use it in the clearest color because it's the one that is the most compatible with my shade. So you just want to apply a little bit under the eyes and wherever you have minor faults you want to correct to give it a much more brighter look. Next step, you're going to use a eyeshadow primer. As usual, I'll be using the one from Urban Decay. It's eyeshadow primer potion, and you want to apply it all over your eyelid, from under the brow up to your whole lid. The first color I'm going to be using is a silvery lightish gray. I'm taking eyeshadow from Urban Decay. So the one I'm using is the color S&M from Urban Decay, and using an all over shadow brush, you're going to just apply a little bit and just over your lower lid. Now using a small smudging brush like this, you'll be applying a darker gray. The color I'm using is also from Urban Decay. It's the color Desperation, and you're gonna apply it just in your crease here to give more dimension to your eye makeup. Now using a white color, the one I'm using is from Urban Decay once again, is the color Zephyr. And it's just regular eyeshadow brush. You're gonna apply white right under your eyebrow and a little bit right in the corner of your eyes. For the inner corner of your eye, you can just use your finger and just tap it in the corner. The next color is super tricky because it's the darkest color we're going to be using. Fouls can be a problem, so make sure to tap your brush and try to remove as much excess pigment as possible, and just be careful. If anything, you can just clean it up after. But we're going to be using black eyeshadow. The one I'm using is Blackout from Urban Decay. And you're going to apply just a little line over your eye, just like if you were applying eyeliner, and then just like follow your eye line, but not too up. And I'll be using a must-have smudge brush, and also with the combination of a very small, tiny, but very precise makeup brush. Now retaking the color Desperation and a smudge brush, you're going to just apply a little line of Desperation under your lower lash line. Finally, taking the first color we took, which was the lightest gray, S&M, and a blending brush, you're just going to go and blend the whole thing, and you just want to apply a very, very, very light amount of S&M, just because it's the lightest color except for the white. That we use to blend the whole thing. Just like slap slightly, tap it, then blend. You want to blend your crease upward so you can go and reach the white, then blend it all together. if the need should arise, but in my case I'm actually satisfied with the result, you can just apply a little bit more white to accentuate your makeup more, but in my case I don't believe it's necessary. The next step will be using a eyeliner. The one I'm using is just the L'Oreal. It's a liner intense. So you just want to apply and do your little cat eye on top of where you applied the color Blackout. To add more drama, you can also add a coal black crayon just on the lower lash line on the inside of your eye. What I'm using is Kohl & Contour 16-hour ultra black from Bourjois Paris, and I'll just apply it on the bottom. Finally you're gonna apply a very dramatic mascara. What I'm using is Noir Couture from Givenchy because it gives a lot of volume and also definition, and you're just gonna apply it to just finalize your eye look. Another good thing to not forget, since it's prom so you need everything, is to define your eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow crayon, and in the color that suits you the most, you can just go and define your eyebrows. Don't forget to press very lightly. Now for the rest of your face, you need to highlight, so you have to focus on which parts you want to show off more. So just over the cheek, up to over the brow, a little bit in the middle of your nose, a little bit on your chin, and if you want you can put on the forehead, but I don't need it. I don't feel the need, so. The highlighter I used is from Too Faced. It's Candle Light Glow, and I mixed both the white and pink portions with a very thick brush like this. Now using an angled blush brush like this and a bronzer, which I'm using Too Faced Monk Chocolate Soleil, you're gonna contour. So do a 3 shape here, a little bit on each side of your nose, and it should be fine. Finally, concerning the blush and lips, you can do 2 ways. You can either do the rest neutral so that your eyes are the only thing that's dramatic, or you can just put the whole thing on and glam it up. So I'll start with the more neutral version. So you could just use a very neutral blush. The one I usually use is from Tarte. It's Exposed, and just using a kabuki brush like this, apply it in a circular shape, and I'll do one side for the blush, that's dramatic, and one that's neutral so you can see the difference. So this side is gonna be exposed. The reason I put my blush on top of my highlighter, is because I want it to be more like a natural glow. Then for the lips, if you're going for the classic and more like neutral look, apart from the eyes of course, just use a very neutral pink lip. The example I'm giving you is with the lipstick from Nars, lip crayon. It's Sex Machine. So going with the more neutral lip and cheeks, this from this side of course would be what it looks like. For a more dramatic effect, the blush I'll be using is Blushing Bride from Tarte also. Don't apply too much because this one is very pigmented, and it's more on the, let's say, like darker side. And using the same kind of brush, again, you'll just apply and brush in a circular motion. For this look, the more like intense look, I'll be using a very red lipstick, but not pure red, more like a garnet red. So the one I'm using is from Afghan Red. It has a very slight blue undertone, but it's very light. It's not berry. So as you can see, it's dark, but it's still not pure red. So it would be, this side would be the exposed side, so that's not the intense look. This is more the intense look here. You can see that the blush is much darker, and also it actually goes with the lipstick. So thank you for watching this prom makeup look. Here are the two final results, one being the more dramatic and glamorous one, and the other one being a more neutral one, depending on the lip and cheek assortment you decide on. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see what's going to be up next. Thank you for watching.